Hi, so today I'm going to be telling you the real truth about the friend zone, that horrible thing. I'm speaking about it and I'm going to go into quite a lot of depth in this video because I just don't want you to be in that position again, because you have no idea how many guys I might speak to on a day-to-day basis where, you know, sometimes they've ended up, I've had clients that have come to me and they've maybe ended up going out with a girl in terms of hanging out with her, going for lunches with her, spending time with her, 3, 6, 9 months. The top one I actually ever had was 8 years and still nothing. And it blows my mind and it scares me. And I know it's like the most frustrating situation in the world. And I think, well, if I can just do a really good job for you today of explaining what's going on in the woman's mind, why she's giving you those conflicting signals, and how come you're still the friend, maybe that will help you, and maybe you can never be the friend ever again. So if that has been your 2014, you were the friend, make 2015 different. Okay, so I'm going to do a little scenario, which I do at a lot of my talks, and I want you to listen and to see if this is you. Okay, boy meets girl, girl meets boy. Boy and girl somewhat like one another. Boy is sure that he fancies girl. Girl is curious about guy, which to be honest is the best that you can get anyway. Girl and guy start hanging out together and spending time with one another. The first time that the girl turns up to the meeting, she's particularly excited because she's not sure yet where this guy fits in her life. She leaves the meeting somewhat confused because she's not sure if the guy likes her. Guy leaves the meeting sure that he likes the girl, but thinks, you know what, I'm going to give it some time, build the connection with her and make sure that she likes me. And when I get a clear enough sign, then I'll make my move. This process continues on for sometimes, as I've demonstrated, a long time. Guy gets a little bit more frustrated, and as he becomes more frustrated, the woman backs off. And actually, the signals that he thought he had in the beginning disappear. From the woman's perspective, that attraction that she begun to feel never really developed into the full-blown level of attraction that she would need to make it a relationship. So instead, she builds connection and comfort with the guy and values him as a friend. Then, woman is out on separate occasion and being a sexy babe. Another guy comes over, he's a lot more direct, he's a lot more upfront. Immediately, even though she's not sure she's attracted to him, she agrees to go on a date with him. And through her uncertainty, he keeps flirting with her. He's showing her consistently that he likes her. He goes in for the kiss, she turns away, but after a couple more attempts, she kisses him and feels that surge of like electricity and chemistry that us women are always banging on about. Then she goes back to guy number one and says, oh my God, I've met this most awesome guy, because she thinks they're so secure as friends that the guy number one isn't going to be bothered. Guy number one is very bothered. He feels cheated. He felt that he invested in the relationship. He felt he invested in building that connection. And now some other dude has just swung in there and stolen the girl. Guy voices annoyance to woman. Woman feels also cheated because she feels like they were friends, and him not wanting to be friends with her anymore because she's got a boyfriend is stupid, and the whole relationship disintegrates. That to me is exactly how the friendship zone goes down. So how do you avoid it? I want you to listen to the key intervals of what's happening here. First principle, the woman does not know if she likes you or not. That's just a girl thing. Girls are in a continual space of maybe in our brains when it comes to attraction. I'm sorry, but that's just a female thing. You look at a girl, you think, oh yeah, she's sexy, or nah, not for me. For a woman, because you're interested in a large amount of different qualities and behaviours that you find attractive in a man, you literally have to get to know him a bit before you can decide generally whether you like him or not. So the best thing you get in the beginning from a woman is curiosity. Even if a woman likes you, then she's still not going to demonstrate that very clearly, because as women we've been told that to come on too strong to you is going to put you off because you're going to think we're hussies. So we don't do it. Instead, she's going to play it cool. In fact, just like some women I asked in the street over Christmas, what a woman is likely to do is just create an opportunity to get to know you as friends. Now, the problem this creates is, of course, that the woman is at no stage here giving you any clear signals. Women do not give clear signals. They give you just like windows of opportunity. If you were strangers, then you met, then you start hanging out one-to-one, what is that? I'm sorry, but on some level, even if she's not fully prepared to admit it to herself, she is exploring the possibility of that becoming a relationship. She's exploring the possibility of that becoming something sexy. However, if then, because you're not getting the clear signals from her, you're sitting there and thinking, I'm not getting the right sign, I'm not getting the right sign, you don't make a move, you're not acting in that confident, assertive, masculine, sexy way that she expects guys who she ends up dating with to behave like, instead of her attraction going up, her attraction goes down and you fall into that friend zone. So I want you to get it, like if you're thinking back and you've had a situation like this in your past and you're like, I thought we were getting on so well, you were. It wasn't that she decided you were going to be her friend at that stage. It was that she was exploring how she felt about the relationship. And then because there wasn't enough movement forward from you, you ended up, that attraction went down and she ended up resigning you as a friend. But it didn't mean that she didn't like you. For women, attraction is like a sliding scale where you pass certain thresholds. So you kind of got to like the hanging out one-on-one threshold, but you never tipped it into boyfriend threshold because you weren't acting on your own initiative. Women love guys who are not waiting for permission from them, but instead who communicate clearly what they want. So now here's the real kicker though, and I mean all of that sounds fair enough, but here's the problem, because I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, well, Hayley, I spoke to her about it afterwards and she said she only ever saw me as a friend. Well, I can tell you, and I'm saying this from my own experience, I would say in like 90% of cases, that's a bit of a fib. And I'll tell you why it's a bit of a fib. It's because it's very, very difficult to articulate and actually put into words, hey, I met you, I was somewhat attracted to you, I thought you were kind of interesting, but after we hung out for a while, I sort of lost that curiosity and that attraction, and I realised I didn't really like you, and it must have just been something that happened in the moment. And but I really come to love you as a friend, and I value you in my life. So yeah, I mean that's a difficult thing to express, right? Isn't it so much easier and more convenient and more socially acceptable and more polite and causes less tension and less arguments, which she doesn't want, to just go, I always thought you as a friend. So if you've had this situation, and I bet if you're watching this video you have to listen to Auntie Hayley when she says this is how things go down. When a man and a woman meet, the man is probably more certain than the woman is if he likes her or not. That's because we experience attraction differently. Her uncertainty means you're going to get mixed signals, you're going to get times where she's more into you and she'll flirt, or get times when she's less into you and she kind of backtracks. That is the female prerogative. And then because you're getting those mixed signals, you don't feel the conviction to press forwards and make those strong moves. But because you're not making those strong moves, she's not finding you sexy and masculine, which means attraction goes down, which you end up in the friend zone. And then, because she doesn't want to make the situation any more awkward, she doesn't want an argument, it's so much more convenient for her to say, I always saw you as a friend. So there you have it, that's the friend zone. If you understand how like the whole weird messed up mechanism works, you can change this. You can be acting in a more direct and sexy manner, which is going to allow her to find that attraction towards you, because you know what? She's a woman, you're a man, you guys want to meet each other, she likes you anyway, but you've got to create that attraction for her, got to create that chemistry. She's looking towards you to do that. She's looking towards you to be certain, to allow her to be certain. So take the steps forward and don't ever end up in the friend zone again.
Bring me a real. Adapt to all situations. Every mistake is a lesson. You got it.
An ally has been slain.
They've got. My process out.
An enemy has been slain. Slain.
My journey's only beginning. Bring me a real challenge. Show me the path.
Executed.
Never settle for second. Just try to stop. Every mistake is a lesson.
An ally has been slain.
Who questions my ability?
An ally has been slain.
Is that all they've got?
Slain.
My My journey's only beginning. Never settle for second. Adapt to all situations. You got it. My journey will begin.
Your turret has been destroyed.
My place is at the top.
Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Bring me a real challenge.
An enemy has been slain.
Who questions my ability? Show me the path. I got this. Who questions my ability?
An enemy has been slain.
Never settle for second.
Has been slain.
My journey's only beginning.
Your team has destroyed its turret.
Is a lesson. Adapt to all situations. adapt to all situations. Waiting for this.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Right.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Enemy double kill.
Every mistake. Never settle for second. My journey's only beginning. Bring me a real challenge. You got it.
An ally has been slain.
My place is at the top.
An enemy has been slain.
Questions my ability. Show me the path.
Ally has been slain.
Just try this out. Is that all they've got? All situations.
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
You got it. My journey's only beginning.
Has been slain.
My place is at the top. Who questions my ability?
An enemy has been slain.
Every mistake is a lesson. I got it. Waiting for this.
Enemy rampage. Dominating.
Who questions my ability? Adapt to all situations. My place is at the top. You got it.
Ally has been slain.
Put me to the test.
An enemy is gone. An ally has been slain. Enemy legendary.
My journey's only beginning. Show me the path. Every mistake is a lesson. Never settle for second.
An ally has been slain.
Show me the path. questions my ability. My place is at the top. Bring me a real challenge. Every mistake is a lesson.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
You got it. Bring me a real challenge. My journey's only beginning. Just try stuff.
Ally has been slain.
Every mistake is a lesson. Show me the path. Questions my ability. just try to stop me. Never settle for second.
Enemy rampage. Enemy double kill. Shut down.
Show the path.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
My place is at the top. In all situations. My journey's only beginning.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Put me to the test.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
You got it. Never settle for second. I got it. Bring me a real challenge.
You have been slain. ally has been slain.
Adapt to all situations. My journey's only beginning. Who questions my ability?
Killing spree. I've been slain.
Show me the path.
An enemy has been slain.
My place is at the top.